It's day 3 of our Cape trip, if you want to call it that. A few rough roads here and there. Watch out for. We're just heading north from Musgrave now. Some people slow down, some people don't. Some people are in a big hurry. Very still morning, so the dust is going to sit around. Any events, a bit of a track report coming soon. Make sure you subscribe with the bell on our 4x4 Diesel YouTube channel if you want to see, once again, these air filter comparisons. You've got all the people that talk about, all these people on YouTube that have set up contraptions testing different filters. The problem is it's not real world testing, and the results we're getting real world testing are quite different to what you'd expect to get, and even what I expected to get, given I read on the box off-road use only. So we've got 3 vehicles, 2 running K&N filters, 1 running a paper filter. I've already seen it this morning at Musgrave, dust on the clean side, so I got him to give it a wipe, check it again later, and we already know from the K&N filters it stays clean on that side, so let's just see what happens. And as you can see, no shortage of dust, which is what made me think of mentioning in this video. That's what you're going to see later. We're in the dust. 4x4 diesel for that one, most likely. Yeah, so what we've seen from all the previous trips on a number of vehicles over the years, to my surprise, I want to be clear, to my surprise, the K&N filter not only breathes better, which we know it's going to breathe better, it's not going to become blocked, but you think that means more dust has got to get through, right? But it doesn't, because the clean side of the airbox is clean. It's not even cleaner, it's clean. The only difference is people get a bit confused and misled. When you look at the MAF sensor, it will have dust on it because all air filters will let some fine dust through. It does vary how much. But if you're running a K&N, some of that oil that pushes through also gets on the MAF sensor, which is what holds the dust more. So a paper filter might look clean at some point. The MAF sensor, the paper filter, using the MAF, let me get it right. Using the paper filter, the MAF sensor will still get dirty, but it will look cleaner in the short term because the one running the K&N filter's got some oil on the MAF sensor. It'll pick up more dust more easily. So I'd rather judge it by the clean side of the airbox, how much is getting through, because every filter lets some dust through, the engine needs to breathe. It's always that variable, right? So, each to their own. Just letting you know, we're cruising up here. This is 4x4 Adventures. 4x4 Diesel will have the air filter comparisons once again, and I'm pretty sure there might be a playlist on filters or air filters and stuff, including K&N, including washing paper filters, including all sorts of stuff. So subscribe to the bell on and we'll catch you on both channels hopefully. In case for people who are not aware, at the moment this stage it still goes sealed road, dirt road, sealed road, dirt road. So just set your tyres and forget it, or you'll be pumping them up, let down forever. Generally, roads like this, I'm on 25 at the front, because like I said, the front of the vehicle seems to take more punishment, and 30 on the rear, so probably because there's a bit more weight in there, but the rear's fine. That's what I'm running at the moment, subject to change. This, so far, a little bit rough, typical of what I would say the developmental road, the PDR, pretty typical of how it is. Bit rough, but not too bad, really, in my opinion. People are saying this is the worst section. If this is the worst, great, because it's just about how most of the road normally is, and usually there's sections that are much worse than this, so it's pretty good actually, overall. A couple little sections of roadworks as normal, not to be surprised with that. They're always working on the road. Welcome to Cohen, 60 clickers. Cohen, what's here? What do we got? Okay, I'll let you know, obviously fuel, stuff like that. Basic, I think there's a shop here, and there's a few water crossings like this you come across, so make sure, when you can't see the road, slow down, have a look and see what's going on before you launch over one of those. Some of the approaches and departures are pretty rough as well, so slow down well before it says slow down. A few of these puddles, just puddles at the moment. Here we Archer River. We're going to go hang a lefty and go into the Roadhouse, see what's going on. Archer River Roadhouse, yeah, like, I don't know if the burger's any good. I'm not saying to get one. Maybe I'll get one, I'll let you know. But you know these iconic things, the Archer Burger, you know, apparently that's what you're meant to get, you know what I mean? Well, sometimes they get the reputation and they're not so good anymore. So maybe we need to try it out and give you the update on if it's any good or not. Pretty quiet here actually, except for that tour bus just rocked up. One other quick note, everyone, don't damage your rear seal, right, like this, because then the dust comes in. Yeah, we're at the red light right at Archer River, about to continue heading north. And the next stop sign at the other side of the new Archer River bridge that's being built for the new road. We're turning right onto the Telegraph Road. There's the bikes, a few stoppers for lunch and toilets. 108 k's to go up to there. Have a look at that, Bramwell. We made it to Bramwell, and there's the old iconic sign. Old Telegraph track starts right here. There it is. Bada bing. What's going to happen now? Dun, 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 dun. There it is, the old Tele track. Is the old 120 Prado ready for action, or does it want to live another 15, 20 years? This is actually a very wise direction for vehicles to be facing at the start of the Telegraph track. Like they're allergic to it and they want to head away, because it is an absolute car wrecker is what I'll say. Well, we're doing it. Well, we're at least headed in anyway. We'll see if we're doing it, but it seems to be pretty dry. So a bit of entertainment for you. We'll follow the 150 Prado for a bit of entertainment. And we'll wrap this video up and we'll start a new one with the Teletrack. So subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll wrap up this video and we'll catch you in the next one. It'll be on the Teletrack. Hey everyone, Anthony Fulby for Adventures. It's still day, what is it? I know, we're up to day 3. Anyway, it's still the same day. I'm just starting a new video. We're just cruising up the Teletrack and headed towards Palm Creek. Do you reckon this Chariot 120 is ready to go off into this? Hey, what are these Oz Prada Crew t-shirts? It's K-On, keep exploring. Hey, you got the wrong t-shirt on, mate. Have a look at this. This is worse than Gunshot, people. Don't even bother with it. Apparently, there's a couple other entries over here. Let's go for a wander and have a look, eh? This is the right side of the chicken tracks, and this is the left side of the chicken tracks. Do a quick vehicle inspection. Second one on the sliders or side steps, whatever they are. just driven back over to the really crappy one of the crappy ones. And there's a lot of V8. Sounds awesome. Trying to get up that hill over there. So I don't even know if I can climb down here. This is too hard, mate. Camera in one hand, beer in the other. I mean, water in the other. We'll just have to listen. So there's the 120 parked up there ready to go. Not. And this is the old Palm, this is Palm Creek, isn't it, right? It's been down there and up there. Look at that soup, mate. So the V8's been working it for 5-10 minutes and now they've turned around and headed. Apparently there's another one up there somewhere. So they're up there now. We'll have a listen in when he gets going. Have a listen to this. Have a listen. You don't need a seat. Might have got up that one, no dramas. Sounds like it. Yeah, he's still moving. Yeah, sounds like he's coming. There he is up there. Yeah, no worries, beautiful. Back the other one up, eh? Give it a crack up there. Don't fall in, mate. It's not looking like nice water, that muddy, dirty stuff. I don't mind clear water, but
muddy.
All these muddy ones.
Equals money.
Mud equals money, that's the one. Anyway, I think we know he's going to... Here it goes, the other V8. Yeah, it's going, it's moving. Yeah, he got up, bit of a crunch, this and that. Okay. All right, change of plans. We're going to keep it all in one video because the way I saw this going, given how crap it is in there these days, I'm not here for the OTL. I've done that, telegraph track, right? OTT, OTL, LTED, whatever it is, right? STDs, right? I'm not here for the old telegraph track. Just doing a Cape trip, mate. I want to see the waterfalls. Go to the tip again, get a few photos, relax, enjoy the weather, see some nice spots. I was happy to have a look at it and continue if it looked reasonable. In my opinion, look, if you've got something to prove, go for it. Absolutely. If you got to do it, mate. I'm not going to hold it against you. But being wise, I sort of think that, you know, this is one part that it's a bit of a vehicle wrecker, so I wouldn't really bother with it. So talk to the other guys, and I know they want to do the telegraph track. Sorry, but I think they're sort of a bit agreeable that, you know, we could drop in there. We'd probably only rip our rear plastic bumper bars off, maybe some mud flaps at the back. The rest of the vehicles have got the underbody protection and that, so they get down into the water. They'd probably be all right, but they could get stuck. All right, so it's a maybe 50-50. Probably be all right. Probably get out the other side, but then you don't know because they've got those big tyres. They've just spun at 10,000 RPMs with their V8s, which means, and it's wet, so that means we're bellied out because we've got smaller tyres. So you got to think smart. If it's dry, you can climb out of the ruts. You can technical drive it, that sort of thing, right? So you'd be winching out of it. You haven't proven anything because you just dragged your vehicle through it, not drove through it. So to me, it seems wise to drive back 4Ks. It's 3 o'clock. Just get a campsite at Bramwell and relax for the afternoon, enjoy some water, and we'll have a fresh start tomorrow. We'll be at Elliott Falls Camp, so we can get up there and come for an explore down the telegraph track and maybe bump into those guys on their way out and see how the rest of it was. The boys can have a bit of a play around on a few areas, which is, you know, I'm all good for that. You know, we do the tracks and stuff. It's just sometimes I go, you know, the toll it takes on the vehicle, and you got to think where you are, okay? So this is my sort of video. This is how I roll. You know, whatever you want to do. It's going to be really boring Cape York trip video for any of these young guys that are looking for action, because there isn't going to be much action, but we might have some action. Let's wrap this one up. I talked enough. Time to drink some water, and we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.